in Icewind Dale. Having returned back to Caer Konig with some information about a Drugar outpost on the surface. You were put in touch with the Speaker of Ten Towns, as well as the Speaker of Caer Konig, who offered you a mission to investigate, as they had collaborated and found other Drugar in East Haven, whom they had interrogated and were able to get some information about a plot that these Drugar had hatched. Specifically, one Zardok Sunblight, whose son you think now you may have sent to the afterlife, is trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction, some doomsday device that would utilize the Chartalin that they have been collecting in order to destroy all of 10 towns and build a new Drugar empire here up on the surface under Aurel's black night, sunless skies. Reluctantly, you guys, the group, agreed, seeing that if no reward is given, at least if there's no 10 towns, then there's nowhere for you to be, no man without a country type of thing. And you had agreed to undertake the quest. And I believe that's where we left off. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Also, that I think Filbert had a location marked on his map, but was pretty near where we thought it was.
Yes, south where the Nautilus ship was.
Yep.
Or a little bit further south than that.
General area.
Precisely almost that area.
Yeah.
So, adventurers, you find yourself the Sending Stone having gone quiet. The room suddenly seems ominously quiet, and looking up from the desk, I don't know about you all, but I could use a drink.
What time is it?
I think it's like 9 a.m.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, I think
5 o'clock in Chol.
Trovis
No,
seems to have an ample supply. As he reaches down into a drawer, he pulls out a jug that appears to have some kind of wine in it and splashes some into a cup. Now, is there anything specifically that you need? I know that breastplate will take a little bit of time to attune to, but other than that, I'm not flush with resources, but I certainly wouldn't want to send you off in need.
Well, the first thing would obviously be if everyone has enough cold weather gear. So does everyone have gear that's suitable for such harsh conditions?
Got my
Have
boots.
you been out here?
Needs to be asked. I'm certain that you're all prepared in that regard.
Yes.
Rations, I believe we've taken care of, yes?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Healing potions.
Ooh, healing potions. Great point.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't need no potion.
Be nice to have some of those.
I have Thander's love.
For those of us bereft in the love of the sander, we might need to get some.
Well, we are in a tiny town. I don't think healing potions are all over the place here, but you're welcome to look.
What do you got, speaker? You got any healing potions for us?
Alas, I do not carry any of those. Never really had the need. Kind of a hardy stock, you know, we Dragonborn.
Uh-huh.
But we might be able to take a walk over to the Outfitters, see if they have any, unless you've already been there. And
We have, but we didn't look for them.
Oh, Mickey, out of character. Did I have something about a healing potion last week? I would have sworn I had.
We bought some last week.
yeah, you bought what they had.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I honestly, I thought Filbert was just role playing, like, oh yeah, we totally need some of those.
Well, in hindsight, yeah. That's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. Masterful role playing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already got all of them that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're set on that.
All
Yep.
All right.
all two of them.
Is Rebecca super low for everybody else?
I can't hear Rebecca at all.
I heard like a whisper.
Let's see.
Hello?
It's a little bit better. But yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I've got you up at 189%, and I still barely hear you.
Now it's time to scream. Hold on, let me check something.
Goblin war cries.
All right. So we have healing potions now, mounts, and method of transportation.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got that.
We got the wagon that we outfitted the dogs to,
Well,
that we stole from the undead orc.
more of a sled.
Yeah.
A giant sled.
Yeah, so this one now is actually, when you taking a look at it, as compared to the last one that was kind of, made from some weathered and hardened wood, this one actually seems to be made of quite a bit of bone. In fact, the runners on it seem to be mammoth tusk that have been whittled down and whatnot. The cross pieces look like to be femurs. Those of you with more sensibility might not want to take too look at some of the cross slats because they possibly could be human or elf of some kind of make. I don't think that bothers me zero in the slightest. And then there is some wood. There is elements of wood that is also, but it definitely looks a lot more tribal than your last sled.
So it really is the Doom Sled.
Doom sled!
I'm gonna sing the Doom Sled now.
As long as you don't dub yourself the Doom Patrol, we'll be okay. I think there's some copyright issues associated with that.
Probably, yeah.
YouTube will yank us right off.
It's a Doom Sled. Sled of Doom. Doom Sled.
All right. So we have method of transportation. We have a map guiding us directly to where we need to go to this place. Correct?
I am the map.
Yeah.
Filbert's the map.
I'm the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Okay, well, I regret that question.
Swiper, no swiping.
Anyway, okay.
Filbert.
Well, yeah, Filbert. If we have a map, method, and way to get there, we're all prepared with food and have enough things to heal ourselves. I suggest we chart a course.
Great.
Who put this guy in charge?
I suggest we chart a course. I didn't.
Oh, okay. That's a good suggestion.
You know how
second that.
wizards are.
Yeah.
What? I can't hear you from up here.
It is, Yes, well, the halfling elf animosity is well known to we sage dragonborn. All you lesser races. Such squabbles.
What? All right,
Oh,
let's go.
so
Come on.
squabble.
Come on,
Squabbly,
let's
squabbly,
go.
squabbly. You should drink more.
I come back and get a glass.
We're not retired, so probably not do that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go and bring light to the Dwergar in our doom sled.
Infinity and beyond.
Doom sled, doom sled.
All right, so. I guess we gotta start heading,
To Frozen Far to get our mounts and sled and stuff.
Yeah.
Pack everything, latch it on, tie it down.
Okay.
Yes.
And then figure out where we're all gonna be at in position to be aboard this sled and fit all of us.
Well,
Don't forget my rat cheesy.
I ride an axe beak.
Yeah, we also have 2 axe beaks, so
Cool. Hold on. Let me look at a spell really quick.
I mean, if you want, you're welcome to steer the sled. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
no, I totally recommend it.
I think he would be wonderful at steering
I
the sled.
completely recommend he steers.
Oh, see, you're all getting along better already. I told you, more drink.
There's a reason that it's called the doom sled.
All right. Well, I'm looking this over.
New sled, so maybe the curse is now lifted, and whoever ended up with our sled is
To be honest, like you don't have to drive it; you just have to be on
no.
it.
That's true, because when Zira got TKO2, if it wasn't for Lathander, she'd be toast.
Yeah, like everybody
Time.
that's ridden the sled has died.
Well, doesn't Filbert?
No.
All right. Well, it sounds like I'm riding the sled.
Yeah, I'm usually
Go
on an
wrong.
axe beak.
All right, let's do this. Really, Filbert?
Huh?
I didn't realize that you were. I don't remember you riding on the axe beak. I thought you rode on the sled.
No, I was usually on one of the axe beaks up in the front because
Oh, that's right, because you were scouting.
leading, yeah, scouting.
Got it.
He doesn't need light to see anymore.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
98 percentage. Unbelievable.
It's the halfling luck, like I said.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Obviously.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to Frozen Far Expeditions, where your mounts are currently stashed. The rigging that you had purchased, they were kind enough to outfit it onto the Doom sled. And your dogs are now latched in. They do warn you a little bit as they show you how the harnesses have been set up, that really you should probably have 6 dogs on a sled this size. So don't put too much extra weight onto it, because your dogs would struggle and probably suffer from exhaustion quicker.
Do they have any extra dogs?
Oh, well, we do. For certain, we do. Yeah, we'll just have to do it rather out of sight of my partner there. She's a bit attached to them, as because she.
Oh, no, I don't want to take her dogs.
Well, no. We have litters all the time, and she's still in the process of raising them, and we do have 2 full sets and 2 extras as well. So, we could certainly part with a few.
Well, we have 4. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got 4 already.
And this is a large sled. It would be, ideally suited for a 6-dog team. And I see that you've got some very well trained. 2 of your dogs seem particularly well trained. So that would be very good to have. They would bring in a new pair into the pack, so to speak. Very well. I think you would find a seamless integration.
And how much for 2 of these dogs?
Well, seeing as you're done such a good deed for the town, I want to give you the best price I can, of course, but still need to make a living. Let's see here. What could I do for that? Well, and he kind of looks at his ledgers a little bit, and he's counting out some things, and bloody hell, if I could find it. I do the pair for 100 gold.
Oh,
But aren't we supposed to be saving the towns? Can't we get something cheaper?
Roll a persuasion, little goblin girl.
Yay.
Oh, you do make a good point. I guess I could see this as me doing my civic duty. I'll tell you what, I could do it for 65 for the pair.
That's more like it.
That's
That sounds a lot
fantastic.
better. Thank you.
Well, you make sure that you tell people that I outfitted you well, and I took good care of you, and I did my part.
I can chip in 30.
I'm scribbling down numbers and amounts. I'm like, oh, what was your name again? So I can spread the word of your good business and favor.
Oh, well, allow me to spell that for you. And,
Yeah. Hey, Mick.
yeah?
Just to let you know, 5E Tools is back up, the main site.
Is it really?
Sure is.
So you're saying I don't need to be flipping around through this thing is what you're saying? Thank you. Oh, it is. How fun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here's 15 for the dogs.
All right, I chipped
Now
in
those-
30, so we're at 45.
They're pronounced dags.
Dags?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like dags.
Yeah, like dags.
I like
Digs,
caravans
you know,
more.
digs.
Eh, get the tinny color one.
So we need 15 gold.
Guess I can give it to you.
Yeah, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Yeah, Mr. Moneybags, and it has 100% mundane items.
I know.
So Sir Elf, sir. Yes, it's Atnas Swift. That's Atenas
You get something or buy something.
Swift. Just like a fast-moving wind.
Mundane.
And be sure to say that Frozen Far Expeditions gave you good aid in your quest to save all of 10 towns. In fact, I could be considered a partner in the saving of all of Icewind Dale. Beautiful.
Great. Well, let's get them all tied up. Here's your
65.
65 gold.
Oh, well, then let me help you. There's no real reason to bother Jinzir about this. So we'll just bring out, here's Fluffy, and this is Mortimer.
Fluffy and Mortimer.
And he brings out the two good-looking dogs. Mortimer's got one eye of gray and one eye blue. It's very interesting. But for the most part, they blend in with the other dags.
Is that us? Or
It was a little metallic.
No, yeah, he was breaking up there. It's all right. He's
Yeah.
back now, though. Yeah, he was dropping frames, Mickey.
That's Discord, though.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not much I can do about that. Till I figure out a better way to do the video part, The sound and video. There's got to be a better solution than Discord. I mean, it's just not. I can see that I'm dropping it now, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do about it. But
Yeah.
We're
fine. Well, excellent.
I think we're set.
Yeah.
Are we set?
Yeah. That's
Are we good?
okay.
What town are we in again?
Well, you're in the best of 10 towns, Caer Konig.
That's right. Yes.
We're
You're good.
on the edge, so to speak. The first vanguard against the great open tundra between here and the Redgard Great Shore.
Yeah. Well, we have everything we need, I think. So if we are ready, we should shove off.
Yep.
All right, so
There you go.
Choco. Come on, Choco, let's go.
So what will be your kind of setup, your marching order per se?
Well, usually Filbert and I are the two front points, like the sled in the middle.
Okay. So
And
Axpeak
then-
with you two in the front.
Yeah. But
which-
now that Filbert can see without light, I'd say he can be a little bit more ahead of me.
Or you could be.
I can be in the rear now that I don't need to see the light.
well, you still need light to see by.
I know, but I can be in the rear. And Kaz can go up front. Okay.
Well, Filbert's gonna be up front, 'cause he's gotta.
Yeah, but before we had done it like the sled in the middle, two front points with one slightly ahead of the other.
Yeah.
And then now I can be in the rear with the light. And then you guys can be front points, catty cornered.
How many Axpeaks do you still have?
2.
That's what I thought.
But Filbert's on one of them.
Yes. Filbert's on one, you're on one.
So what are you on?
I am on the sled.
I thought you were riding an axe beak and making it really sad.
Well, yeah, when we didn't have a sled,
Okay,
because Filbert was riding a wolf.
that's right. You were riding Filbert's axe beak. So, okay, so you're on the sled now. So I will take up the rear, Filbert can take up the lead.
The sled in the middle.
Yep.
Okay. So on that, you've got Kaz, Winzira.
I'm not on it. Remember, I have a giant elk or.
Well, today you do. I mean,
Yeah.
until
Normally, yes.
No, I remember the giant elk. All right, so you've got on that now.
Miss-
Sorry, I'm just pulling all of the no longer party members out of party folder.
Yes.
And it just took me a minute.
I make up half of that list.
Well,
It's funny because
there was ones in there like I just had to take out like Albion. Remember him?
Oh, who only played with us like once?
Yeah.
That's the chest exploding one, right?
Okay, so
Yes.
I make up 2/5 of it.
You do make up some of it. Roanoke, Dodvin, Bryn, Henrik.
2/5.
40%, dude. You're the leading stockholder.
And then I'm putting in all of the bag of tricks, various animals. Oh, let's take me. Hang on a sec here. The wolf and the axebeak. I feel like Noah. All right. Cool. All right. So Winzero is currently aboard a giant elk, making it look even bigger with her little small. And I keep picturing her wearing a hat with a pom-pom. I don't know why.
Oh, totally.
It would be super cute.
And then Brendan and Kaz currently are riding in SLAAD then. And who's driving and who's riding?
I'll drive.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'll ride.
Ride the doom sled.
Cheesy will also hop on the sled.
Okay. That's the giant rat, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Giant rat, check. Got all the essentials.
You're so cute.
Just archiving all these things that I don't need because that's too confusing. Okay. Okay, cool. So you head.
Good evening, Mickey. How can I help?
I'm not quite sure what you're asking.
Oh my god!
Triggered my Google.
They're all going off.
Google!
That's how you take it down. It's a loop it, feedback loop forever. It explodes.
Machines are talking to each other.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg's heads both explode.
Okay. So, sometime as the light is starting to reach almost full twilight, making it easy for you to navigate, you begin to set out of Dugan's Hole. What is the route that you are?
Koenig.
Care Koenig.
Oh, I'm sorry, Caraconic. Did I say Dugan's Hole?
Yeah.
No, you did not teleport to the opposite side of 10 times. Although you probably wish you could.
It'd be a lot quicker.
I guess we'll take the road south to Caer Deneval.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I do have light on my Lathander symbol, and I'm in the back. So the people in the sled should have light.
I can
And
see
then-
it would be dark vision
Well, I don't
too.
care about your dark vision.
We have
Well-
full view within 60 feet without the need of light as well. So
Yeah.
just look out.
I've got like
Fine.
Well, now that that light is there, you guys can't see 60 feet. You can only see to the edge of the light.
It's okay. My giant elk doesn't have dark vision either.
Yeah, so I'm Winzira. How about that?
Well, when Zira's steering it, and when Zira has dark vision.
I have
Also
a
like 20 feet in the air too.
well, man, all you dark vision seeing people, I can cast light.
On a point.
All right, so setting out from Caer Konig, you begin making the trek down towards Caer Dinaval.
Yeah.
Yep, I know, hang on, just bear with me for a sec. As you look, it looks like it's about 3 miles between the two towns. Filbert?
I'm sorry, what was that?
As you look at your map and you by scale, looks like it's about 3 miles or so between the two cares along the road, by the way of the road.
Yeah, I would stick to the road.
Okay.
I don't think we really need to trim half an hour off. Or whatever it ends up being with travel time. Probably safer to stay on the road right now.
Very good.
Gesundheit.
Phew!
Gesundheit.
Goodness.
Russia.
I don't know where that came from. Woo. Okay. So heading out. Give me just a survival check to make sure that you're able to navigate.
16.
Yeah, with the light that's going on that you have, plus your new glasses, you're able to actually see as if it was broad daylight in the dim light. So you get a very good sense of where this roadway is. I'm just trying to find my little thing that's got my. Okay. So as you start to make your way, the weather seems to hold out well, and you travel for about an hour along the roadway. The wind, while blowing across the trail that you're taking, it's not as harsh by any means as you have been experienced in the past. And the way is fairly moderate. Give a what's everyone's passive perceptions? Just out of curiosity.
1 million.
Mine is 15.
18.
17.
Yours 15.
11.
17.
Yeah, I knew yours was high. I thought somebody's was 18 though. No?
That's mine.
Okay, that's
I'm 18.
Filbert's is 18. You're up front. Filbert, you notice that there is while you're on the main road here, There is a side trail that actually looks to be fairly well used, and it's running between. It looks like it's actually cutting back towards what you would expect to be the lake, Loch Denishire.
okay.
About halfway the distance to there, you see this. You can make note of it because now the light being at probably approaching 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning. There, it's about as bright as it's going to get, and with your new miraculous goggles. It's almost as if you're seeing in a normal day's light, something that you haven't seen anything in brightness like this for some time. And noticing this pathway down, it's now very noticeable to you. The rest of you don't really notice it as much. Thea, your light is only about 30 feet, so it kind of is a pool around you, and it doesn't really showcase as much.
I would want to take a moment. It'd be a good spot to let the dogs catch their breath for a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll take out my working note copy of my map and kind of note that off.
Can I ask if we can get the world map up? Yay! Or, yeah, that one.
So, you've traveled probably to just about to here. And that is where...
Here. Good.
Yeah.
This is Care Dinaval.
Yep. So, I'll make a quick notation where... I don't like that at all. It's too big. Right there.
And it's going off this way towards the lock, you said, right? Cool. Anybody want to check out this path now or come back to it later?
I'm all right with checking it out.
I mean, is that more towards the direction we're heading? You're the one leading the way. It's up to you.
Well, if we're heading towards adventure, then it might be.
Thought we were heading to stop the doomsday weapon.
Oh, we will get there.
Yeah, I could wait.
One doomsday weapon day at a time, you know.
Maybe there's something down this path that will stop it.
I'm fine with checking it out.
Hold
So
on.
as you kind of let the dogs kind of and the axe beaks kind of huff and have a breather, and you're able to make your way down. It's not as difficult going. It's a narrow track, but you can see that it's been utilized enough that the snowpack is a bit denser and easier to traverse. And it looks like it probably continues on for at least as far as you can see. But traveling down, you take maybe 10 minutes or so to kind of make your way cautiously, looking and listening for any signs of danger or anything. And it looks like up ahead there is a bit of ruins of a kind of a dilapidated, maybe a farmstead or some kind of cabin that you can just make out probably a good 130, 140 feet ahead of you. You realize that had you not stumbled upon this just right now at the height of what passes for the noontime illumination, you wouldn't see it until you were much closer to it. But you can see, that this path kind of leads off into this structure, and even from this distance, you're able to make out that there's kind of gaps in some parts of the wall. You can see holes in the roof here and there.
I was meant to find this.
Yeah,
Halfling luck.
like we need to check that.
Are animals safe up there, or should we
Stay here.
walk them back with us?
I could stay back. I could accompany you.
I mean, you're all the dark side people. I mean, I could just stay here with the animals, so I don't give off light.
If you see a firebolt fired high into the air, you should come running with your healing magics.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Creepy barn awaits.
You other two coming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, no brainer.
New shoes going to be in.
She's fun to adventure with.
Windsor, are you traveling up there with your elk?
I'm lazy, so yes.
Alright, hang on, I gotta send that back. Oh my god, they're so big.
They're enormous.
You start to travel down. It's kind of a strange sight. You have Filbert, the small halfling, scouting and checking very cautiously. And then coming right behind him, you have this lumbering, large bulk of a man, and Kaz tromping behind him. And then, a kind of a scholarly, not so big elf, only to be followed up by a cleric. But then behind all of you, this giant elk with this smallest of your party.
Staying at the sled.
Huh?
I'm staying at the sled.
Oh, you're staying back at the sled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch that.
Yeah. Because I've got light and they all have dark vision, so I figure I'll just stay with the animals so I don't.
Cool.
I can't see like they can.
Yeah, and we have a signal developed in case things go awry.
You get about halfway to the.
At that point, Mickey.
Yeah.
I want to take my my polar bear cloak that I made. I want to kind of like swing it around the front of me, just to kind of help me blend a little bit more in with the snow as we're walking up.
Okay. Cool. Are you going up and then in a kind of a stealth kind of way?
I would prefer to.
Then go ahead and roll stealth with advantage because of the white cloak that you used.
I'll notice that he's doing it, and I'm gonna try to do it and
Nat
fail.
30.
I am gonna try to go stealthy and fail miserably.
You don't even know where I am right now.
3.
Sneaky! Look at
me, guys! I'm so sneaky.
So as Kaz takes Filbert's barely touching, even sinking into the snow as he moves very quickly and quietly with his snowshoes. He's able to move very craftily across, blending in with his surroundings. Kaz coming up, probably 15 feet behind him. You can see how his feet keep sinking in and. Oh, damn it! His armor's rattling. His weapons keep banging against his breastplate. The elk is quieter, coming back behind. But you get about halfway, Filbert, and as you're going very quietly and stealthily, you hear a sound it's kind of hard. It's muffled sound, but then you see what looked to be like almost like a snowbank kind of shift, and there appears to be a form, a figure of some kind, partially buried in snow. And as you kind of look at it a little bit more, you see that it looks to be some kind of humanoid shape, kind of with a cloak, but had been buried somewhat in the snow.
I'll put my hand up to stop the group. And I'll take a step back to Kaz and point out what I'm looking at.
All right. Gotta do like a perception roll or something.
Yeah, go ahead.
$16.
Okay. Yeah, as you look now, what he's pointing at, you can see something almost kind of moving, but you also pick up a little sound. It almost sounds like a soft kind of moaning, as very weakly comes to your ears over the wind, but there's definitely something there that looks to be humanoid. It's hard to tell. It's diminutive. It's smaller than you, clearly. Your Goliath kind of mentality. It's either your size or it's smaller. It's everything else is just lost on you to the degrees.
It's all I can tell is it seems kind of puny, but you want me to try to get its attention?
Yeah, let me watch your back here.
Yeah, that was the thought.
And Mickey, with that, I'll go down to one knee and get my bow out while he goes to investigate.
Okay.
And I'll cast mage armor on myself.
Mage.
All right, and I will get about halfway between us and it, and call out to it, like, "Hey, you there? Hey, you guys!"
Just waiting for it. To be honest.
Yeah, so you call out. There might be a little bit more movement and kind of a groan and a moan comes from this figure as it's kind of moving a little bit more. Some more snow falls off the top of it, and now you can kind of see what looks to be maybe a blue, like a deeper blue cloak, that's or a blanket or something that seems to be wrapped around it. If it is a cloak, perhaps this is the back of a head.
Are you all right? As I take a couple steps more forward, I'm like kind of slowly walking forward while I'm talking.
Mm-hmm. um, with a kind of a slow lumbering. The figure kind of rolls over a little bit more, and the cloak opens up, and you can see, and it startles you for a second, but then you realize that okay, it looks like just a girl, a younger girl. It doesn't look to be like a monster, but a girl. She looks like she has. Even from this distance, it's hard to tell because of the black and white nature of your vision in the low light. But with the twilight around, you can make out what you think is probably flushed cheeks on pale skin. And even from the 20 feet, you can see that either she's her face has been in the snow and kind of glistens with moisture.
Like it's a child. Call back, and I'll continue on a little quicker pace to get up to her.
Okay. Looking down, yeah, you can see the blonde, wisps below blonde hair on her face, around the edges of this cloak. And again, you're taken by the flushed red cheeks. You're not sure, whether or not it's from the wind or the cold, or it is brutally cold out, and she doesn't seem to be in shelter right now.
Are you all right, girl?
She kind of moans and looks up at you and, Da, have you come back, Da?
And I'll kneel down. I'm like, no, I'm Kaz. What happened? Why are you out here in the snow?
Give a medicine check.
Go.
I'll wave to Brendan and Winzira and tell them to come forward.
Okay.
13.
Carefully, I'll proceed.
Bundle that baby up. Bring it.
Looking at the it's you're familiar with the effects of cold and whatnot, and she doesn't seem to be what you see. It doesn't look like she's got some kind of effect from the cold, but her skin seems flushed, which strikes you because she's out in the cold. And she's just doesn't seem to be focusing on you correctly. She's like way out of it. And she's like, Da, hey, Da, have you come back, Da?
I'll pick her up,
Okay.
and I'll
She's wearing what you would expect in 10 towns as, the cold weather gear. She's very light. And you can feel the heat coming radiating off of her.
That's what I was gonna ask, is if she feels hot.
Yeah.
Like, all right, she feels very hot, and she's kind of out of it. I think we need to get her over to Thea.
Okay.
All right, yes, that seems to be the best course of action.
And I'll double time it back to Thea.
We'll follow him back. At least I will.
Winzira, do you want to go look at the barn or do you want to go with the girl?
I want to go look at the barn.
Yeah.
I'm torn. I hear him say that, and I'm like halfway walking back with them. They'll be fine. And I turn around and I'll go, and I'll go back with Filbert.
Oh, you're going with Filbert. Okay.
Yeah. So the girl, them, they'll be fine.
All right. So Kaz is bringing the girl that he found back towards Wind Zero, back towards Thea. All right.
Yeah, we gotta look for her dad, you know?
Yeah, or anything her dad might have in the house.
You don't know nothing.
Yeah.
I'll be creeping along with these two.
Okay.
Creepy fire.
Okay. So, who do we want to follow first? Do we want to focus on you guys coming up to this the structure that you see?
That's
You can
up
do,
to you. It's
Yeah,
all-
you can do
all
the
good.
girl.
Yeah, you can do that.
Kaz, you bring back. It's not too far back. It's probably a little. It's closer to get back to the sled than it is to get to the structure from where you found her. So pretty quickly you bring back her. And as you Thea see, you look back and you see just the one figure of Kaz carrying this small bundle. It almost looks like of blue cloth. That as he gets closer to you, you recognize as a shape of a body.
Like, I found this girl. It's she's kind of doesn't seem to recognize where she's at. She's very warm. Is there anything you can do?
Oh, yes, give me the baby. I'm gonna lay her down in the sled and I will pray over her for Lathander to heal her wounds.
So you're going to cast Cure Wounds.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you should probably do a medicine check.
Well, yeah, let me do a medicine check first.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, you kind of give a quick examination of her body, and you are looking for kind of any kind of wounds or whatnot. You do find what looks to be a kind of a bad scrape as you pull up her sleeve and you look at her arm. It almost looks like she got clawed on her arm, but it's been fairly scabbed over and healed. But she feels more like she's burning up with a fever.
Hmm.
Ma? Ma, is that you, Ma?
No.
You
not
gather also when you do this thing that she's a girl probably about 16. Not a real small child, but as far as maybe small for her age. She won't be very tall, not like you. She'll be kind of petite. But a little bit older than you first thought as he brought her up.
Thea's not tall.
She's a lot shorter than you. I
Yeah.
think you were like
I'm just saying.
5'8".
She's 5'5".
Oh, she's only 5'5".
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Everybody has the same misconceptions about your characters they do you in real life.
Apparently, I'm just such a big personality. Everybody thinks I'm tall. Okay, well, with my medicine check, can I think of anything like medicinally to try to help her? Or do I need to start praying, do I think?
Well, I mean, you can tell that the biggest thing wrong with her is she's got some kind of fever. And so you would think that that you needed to do something about that. It's not so much like the wounds that you get from a battle. That's not what's ailing her.
Really
Yes, as a
lame.
wizard has a book.
Well, the only thing I have that I think could possibly help her is to do a cure wounds.
Do you think we should get her back down to the house?
I don't know if the house is safe. I mean, obviously she's been attacked. There's some kind of beast out here that's attacked her.
She was in the house. She's
Outside the house? Yeah, so maybe the beast is over there. I mean, obviously, it's taking her father, possibly, or her mother.
well,
Mother? If you... And for a moment, she kind of focuses and actually sees you for the first time. Who are you? Where am I? What's going on? And you can tell she's struggling even to she just sounds so weak. She's struggling even to say these things.
Some cloth, some like bundled extra cloth I have, and try to like make a little ice pack, like forehead thing with the copious amounts of snow that's around.
Sure.
And just pat her, like dab her head, be like, hush, shh. We found you. You're burning up with fever. What happened? Were you attacked?
Well, I just first my dad got sick, and he wandered off in a fever, and then Ma went out looking for him, and she kind of like fades away, and she like passes out. She like just from the exertion, her breathing is kind of really ragged and shallow.
The only thing I can do for this girl is to try to cure her. I do not have remove curse prepared. Every day? Okay. So
Well, if you thought that if she had like, the plague or whatever, sickness, actually, I think it's lesser restoration would be the one that you would want to have prepared.
yeah. Well, I see like a scratch, and I'm like, maybe she's a werewolf.
Perhaps.
Oh, see.
All right. So while you guys are doing that, you folks, Filbert, blending in so perfectly, you make your way up to closer to the this cabin, if you will, or homestead. You're able to see clearly that the disrepair on it doesn't look like it's been from just amount of a time. Something seems to have caused these breaches in the side that you can see. There's some broken timber that you can actually see where it's been damaged. And as such, there are a couple of holes that you can actually see into. There is also, you can make out now, as you've gotten a little bit closer, there seems to be some kind of dim, flickering light, like some kind of light source flickering, not brightly, but definitely something from inside the structure.
Okay. I'd like to get close enough up to one of the walls to be able to peer in, see if I see any movement or hear anything.
Okay. do this. All right. Now, Thea and Kaz, you won't be able to see anything because you're not there. But Filbert, you should be able to make out a little something. But you don't, because roll 20.
Yeah, I am.
Roll 20 hates me.
Darkness.
I thought I had already given you the dark vision. Those goggles of night are 60.
60 feet for me, yes.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
All right, so you can make out the beginning of the structure ahead of you. So within that's, less than 60 feet at this point.
Alright.
You stealthily move up to it, and I'll just tell you that you get to there. You can kind of see, peeking in, you can see what appears to be kind of a snow-filled shell of a cabin, right? There's a corner, one corner of the roof has been kind of smashed, and the snow is kind of blown and drifted in. But there's been an attempt to try to still inhabit the structure, as it does give some protection from the wind and the snow. And in one back corner, a fire pit has kind of been set up, and you can see like bedrolls and packs and stuff that have been kind of gathered and put there. It's hard to tell how long ago this damage happened, but you don't see a lot of other furniture or other things in there.
Okay. I'd like to shuffle off this way and just kind of peer out from behind that barrel
Mm-hmm.
and see something that looks like there's a bedroll here.
Yep. Looking in there, you're able to see, you don't see any movement or creatures in there. The light that you were seeing looks like it's a burnt down fire. That,
Okay.
a lot of, just at this point, is just embers slowly dying, but giving an occasional little burst of light and a flicker that casts the shadows around. It appears there's some kind of like doorway that's still intact on this wall. But most of the damage that had been sustained is all in this corner where you're standing right now. The
Gotcha.
roof over here is what's kind of fallen all in. And there's a bit of rubble and stuff there. But you can see that the snow that's been blown in has kind of all been packed down in this back corner where these bedrolls have been set up.
Okay. I'll signal back to Brendan for them to come up a little quietly if they can.
Windzira. Zero. All right, we gotta go. Like us.
What?
Let's go.
Okay.
Give her some cowbell.
Exactly. All right, so we
Oh my god.
proceed and
Giant elk.
yeah, get closer.
I just realized that your token wasn't set up correctly, Brendan. So hang on a sec.
Sure, no problem. Take your time.
There, you should be able to see now what's going on.
I do not yet.
No,
All black for me.
that
I can,
doesn't make
I can
any
refresh too if you need me to.
Hang on. Oh. It's not even associated with your character. What is going on? Why not?
Yeah, it's weird.
That would do it. Hang on.
Yeah, I see a lot now.
Yeah, does that help? Tying your
It's great.
token into. Actually, let me do one thing real quick before you move.
Okay.
So that it stays associated with the token now.
Okay. Let me know when I can move.
Yeah, hang on. I got one more thing I got to do.
Sure.
So that you get your tracking on the top. Okay. Now you should be good. And now, yeah, it's got your AC and your hit points up top.
Cool, it does. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So. Wow. So, when Zira, as you're riding the elk up, it's suddenly, its nostrils flare, it starts to toss its head, and begins to back away from this area over here and lets out a, starts pawing at the ground. And as it does so, this snowbank over here starts to shift, and climbing out of it is this reptilian kind of bright red head that is so stark against the white of the snow all around it, and claws out.
Holy shit.
Is it a redhead I would potentially be?
Well, roll for initiative first. Because the elk had a 24 of a freaking perception roll. Notices that. So as doing such, it pulls you back, and you guys are not surprised.
Who's a good elk?
Yeah. Okay.
Giant elk. Fuck yeah.
And the elk goes on your turn, yeah, Windsor?
Yes.
All right.
Giant.
So, Brendan, you see that the elk kind of backing up towards you, and starts pawing at the ground. So as you go look to see what the hell's going on, you do see this head start to come up and start to climb up out of the snow, slavering, drooling down this gaping maw. And because you have been looking for something that you suspected, you would definitely recognize this creature.
Right.
However, you're a bit surprised by its color.
Right. Correct. Can I or would I be able to infer or understand that approaching it or getting close to it, I would advise against that? Would I potentially know that, or would that
Roll a. Jeez, would that be nature or arcana? I'd say it's a nature check.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, I mean, you suspect that there's some kind of sickness that causes this.
Right, that's what I mean.
So you would think, it would be, reasonable that sickness is passed through proximity.
Okay. So upon seeing it, and maybe if you would a free action to just say aloud, like, careful, 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 and keep your distance. Be cautious. It could spread a very harmful and infectious disease. Keep your distance. That's all I can say, before it's actually happening.
Weren't you prepared to send me a signal?
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
We'll get right on that.
I would, okay, actual RPing, I would maybe have forgotten, be more shocked of the sight of this thing and have that take my immediate focus and attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
You still get, I mean, that was nothing beyond your free action or an interaction. So I would say that you still have your action and bonus action and movement.
All right, fantastic. So what I will do then is, all right, so I'm gonna cast haste on myself. Or is that is mage armor concentration?
No.
It is.
Okay, fantastic. Then I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Okay.
And reading haste. Do I gain the additional action immediately? Until the spell ends, the target speed is doubled. Blah blah blah. So my AC is now 18 in combo with my mage armor. So if I get the additional action immediately, does that allow me to cast and shoot a firebolt in the air with that additional action? Or do I have to take one of those prescribed actions?
No, because you still can't take, on your turn, you cannot cast 2 spells.
Okay.
If it's not, a firebolt is a cantrip. Yes, you
Correct.
could.
That's why I was asking, because it is a cantrip. I was just
Yes, you
curious.
could. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
forgot
so-
that I've heard fireball in my head. I'm sorry.
No, a fireball into the air. A different game. No, but that's what my hasted additional action will be, to shoot a cantrip firebolt straight into the air.
Okay.
The signal we've been waiting on.
And my position is this giant elk. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the elk between myself and the evil thing. And I very much like where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Would you like John and I to roll initiative?
On the next turn, you would.
Okay.
So it'll go once through this, and then. Actually, you can do it now. But yeah, it'd be the same as if you were surprised. You would come in the next one. Yes. So you absolutely can roll initiative now.
Okay.
Our token isn't there for us to click on, though.
Yeah, you're off the screen.
Yeah.
So just do it from your character sheet,
Okay.
and then I'll add it.
6.14. Wow.
2.13. Beat that.
It's very keeping with the whole theme.
Yeah.
I told you I need that shirt that I posted in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, you really do, honestly. I'll be right back.
His birthday is coming up.
Basically finished my turn, so.
Yeah, you got a minute.
There is everywhere.
Okay. So Kaz, you got 2.13.
Yeah.
Rolled a nat 1. Very concerned about this teenager.
You got a 614. Okay, cool. All right, Filbert. So, you hear this, a giant elk give out that unearthly roar that they do, and start pawing at the ground, and then hearing muttered incantations of spell work behind you. You see Brendan start to move with alacrity, just moving much faster than you would have thought possible, and a firebolt shoots up into the air, igniting the night briefly.
All right. Well, am I able to see this red fella from where I am behind these boxes?
Yeah, they're not very high. They're just small little crates. You could certainly crouch down behind them, but you're able to see over them. Absolutely. And
That's exactly what I want.
Yeah, and you can see that it's this kind of, well, here. Why don't I do this and do it properly? Is in the process of pulling itself up out of this snowbank and freeing itself where it was either dormant or laying in wait or something. It's hard to say, but it's beginning to emerge.
Okay. I will like to bonus action steady aim. And I will hold my attack action if this thing comes forward in a aggressive manner.
Okay.
Ew.
On the off chance that it might.
Just might.
Well, I don't know. The elf was shouting something as if he kind of recognized it, and
Yep.
No, yeah, no.
just giving it that split second before I let loose.
Absolutely. Cool. All right.
Probably gonna hit it in the face.
I would say that where you're at like that as well, you would have half cover from those boxes and crates.
Cool.
Should anything be, hurled at you. Okay. Winzira, back aboard the back of this giant elk. It still kills me every time.
Elbow from the top rope.
Don't touch it. Got it. Good thing Kaz isn't here. He likes to hit things. I'm gonna cast slow and see what happens.
Cast it on the elf.
Yeah. You got cast haste.
I'm normal again.
You're it is a wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
All right. $15.
Aww.
Sadness.
Uh-huh.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to tell the elk to dodge.
Okay. So aboard the elk, Winzira pulls out her lute and begins to pluck some chords at it. And at first they start fast. And she goes, so! In this kind of nasty little goblin voice. And at first you can kind of see this creature start to move a little bit funny, and then it kind of shakes at itself, and it does. The spell doesn't seem to take effect. And as it shakes off the effects of the spell, it sees this giant creature in front of it notices the fireball that's been sent up into the air, lets out a kind of a roar, and leaps forward, and helps if I'm on the token level player. Moves forward. Yep. And attacks with its claws at the giant elk. Who is taking, so shoot away. You hit
The bird.
for 18 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. So you hear the as it takes the arrows in the chest. It doesn't slow, but just powers through, and comes forward with a claw and swipes across at the elk. And that should not have been an advantage. Sorry. But it still the 20 hits.
It would have been at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. I'm sorry. So yeah. So
But it still
19
hits.
would still hit. Sorry about that. And it does 10 points of piercing damage as it slices into the flank of the elk as it tries to dance away. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. And you hear this kind of strange, like, as it kind of howls out this battle cry of satisfaction as blood gushes and splatters out of the elk.
Knocked it out.
All right, so Brendan.
I don't know yet this creature's weakness, but we'll try a few things. So I will try to obliterate this thing. So even though I would very much like to study it, it is potentially going to harm my friends. So looking at my spell list.
Well, you just met him.
Yeah, I don't know.
True, give him a chance.
Jumped the gun too much there, Chief.
May or may not know a little bit about these things. It's
You know what? He's my friend.
a conversation for a different day.
There are these, you haven't fallen in with Jester or anything.
I'm
Far-
still on the fence about Kaz, so.
So
Much more bow mentality.
yeah, so fireball,
Damn.
and in such a way that it does not encompass anyone but him. So the very edge of the radius of the ball encompasses him and no one of value to me.
Like right around there.
All right, so about that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, precisely.
What's the radius?
15
20.
foot or 20 foot.
15?
Let me look.
15 or 20?
right now.
It's
think it's
20,
20.
a 20-foot
It's
radius,
big.
right? 1, 2.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Fireball's
Than
20 foot radius.
okay, so it's 40-foot diameter, right? That's 1.
Yeah, 20 foot radius, 40 foot diameter.
7. All right, so that's a little small. Hang on. Let me fix that. It needs to be just a little bit bigger.
There you go.
Okay.
Sure, that's
All right. So you lay down this. You cast. What does it look like when you cast fireball?
So when Brendan casts Fireball, he opens his tome of Heartweaver's Primer and closes his eyes, and a little ball of fire pops out of the book and flies through the air, and it has kind of like a glittery, like fey aspect to it, and flies and flutters, and then gets to where it is and kind of dims, and then a massive like white hot, almost like silent, massive explosion of like white flame.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So it goes off, and you see this white hot flame erupt.
All right, let's do the damage.
So he takes this dexterity save, yeah?
Yes.
19.
Yeah, that might save. Yeah. So he takes half the damage.
Yep.
All right, and
Ooh.
20 fire damage.
That seems like a lot of die for only 20 damage.
Yeah, there's 3 1s in there.
There's a lot of ones.
Well, there's a lot. There's also 2 6s and a 5.
No,
There's
there's
2
four
5s.
ones.
That just seems really weird. Hang on, let me double.
That can't be right.
If I count on the screen, that's 8, that's 12.
There's 4 1s.
Yeah, so if you hover over the 20, it shows how it's calculated. It's a 1, 4, 2, 1, 6, 3, and it doesn't have multiple 6s, for instance.
Yeah.
On the sheet.
But if I count the dice on the screen, that's more than that already.
No, that's what he's
Yeah,
saying. That's what he's
12
saying.
dice, yeah.
He's saying that
It looks like a
that
double.
it's the dice that are off.
Yeah, the
Yes.
dice on the screen is wrong.
Yeah, because that's way fucking more than that.
Yeah, it looked like there was 2 of everything on the screen. I mean, it's roll
Right,
20 for
so-
Christ's sake, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 20. It's 20 points of fire damage.
I cannot
After
wait
all
until
that.
we can actually roll real fucking dice again. God, just ugh. All right. So, Brendan, your fireball erupts. You know, you can feel the power of it, and give me a quick Arcana check, Brendan.
Yep.
Actually, add advantage.
Okay. The first is
So,
26.
having kind of looking at this and studying it, you see that the effects of your spell are not being fully felt by this creature.
Noted. Okay, so I'll scribble that down in my notebook.
All right, and I'm assuming you're gonna stay pat behind the giant elk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I get an additional action due to haste.
You sure do.
So, looking at what I can do and my cantrips, sorry. I will, yeah, so I'm just going to can I take the dodge action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I take the dodge action with my other action in case I'm attacked. That's my turn. I'm not going to move anywhere. I'm going to just stay in my position and keep the elk between me and it. That's my turn.
Cool. Okay, Winzira. You just hurt your ride.
Oh, who's after me? Isn't
Yeah, I go. You just get.
Oh, Filbert, I did. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
I mean, if you don't want the sneak attack,
yeah, it's like
you can
Filbert,
just
come
say
on.
so.
Kill him.
Come on now. For purposes of sneak attack, the elk is an ally.
Okay.
Just a reminder.
And am I able to see him with the elk standing where he is?
Yeah,
now?
you're able to see past one ally.
Okay.
A lot of that when that space that he takes up are his antlers. So you have a view underneath.
All
You gotta
right,
do sidearm, It's a kill shot. It's a kill shot.
I'm trying to think which way I want to go about doing this. I'll go one more round. I'll take the steady aim again.
Mm-hmm.
And then take a shot.
Okay. Advantage.
15.
That hits.
Sweet.
So for
22
22.
damage.
All right. So minus 22. All right. You see the slams into him. And kind of as an effect of the arcane bow, as this light arrow made of light kind of strikes him, instead of the piercing sensation, you actually can see as the muscle and the hide of it actually ripples from the effect of this punching force that slams into him without piercing his hide.
Nice.
All right.
And that is my turn.
That's right, because that's your bonus action. You're not moving. You can't move, Frank. All right,
Correct.
Winzira.
You hurt my elk. It's on. I cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
You love it.
That's a great spell.
His
Nice.
pair of 8s. All right, so as he gets to move away, both you and the elk get an opportunity attack.
So he takes 14 from the Dissonant Whispers, and then Elkie gets
Sure.
so it'd be close attack.
And that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
And that's 4d8 plus 4.
Damn.
Wow.
So 20 total.
We
Nice.
Giant elk is pissed. As it rears back and almost kangaroo boxing style, smacks him with these hooves.
And
catch
then,
these hooves.
does
That
the
hits.
17 hit?
Yep.
Oh, they rolled it again. Sorry.
That's all right.
I saw that as 24 damage. I was like, what?
No, it's only 7.
All right. So Winzira, screaming in goblin rage, whips out her rapier and actually kind of jumps up and stands between the two antlers on the elk's head and drives the point of it downward, almost like a downward thrust into stabbing downward, jabs into the top of this creature's head, piercing its hide and drawing this kind of black ichor that begins to kind of ooze out of the hole, the small hole, as she withdraws her. And it uses the rest of its movement, yeah?
Give all of its movement to
Move away.
move away. I'll apologize in a minute. Give me a minute.
Hey, Mickey, I have a question about the terrain that's been fireballed.
Yes.
would it potentially, since it's snow that's been previous, if it's snow that's been kind of flashed with fire and then refrozen, be slick or icy?
It will be on the next round. Right now,
the
it's
next
still
round.
slushy.
Got it.
With
That
negative
makes sense.
40 wind chills, it will take at least a round before it does, but that's why I'm leaving it on the. Currently, that's why it's still left on there. And then when it's not, it'll change
Cool.
to that.
Cool. Makes sense.
Okay? No, I thought about that, yeah. Yeah, cool. Win 0. Freaking kicking some ass.
Good job. Big damage.
So, as it begins to move away, shit, I can never remember. Damn, whispers. Once his turn starts, then the effects are over. Yeah.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's mid stride, seems to like stop and kind of shake its head, and its head snaps back around, right back at you in 0, and you can see these red on red eyes, kind of malevolently looking at you, and you notice that hole that you cut into his head begins to close. It yells out a bellow, and that kind of unearthly kind of yell again, and it kind of vibrates out into the night. And you hear in the distance an answer.
Great.
Nice.
Great. Yes, totally explore the pathway.
We're gonna get so much weather.
We're gonna get so much experience and not share it.
Shh.
You're all gonna get infected with SLAAD larvae.
All right. So it starts to come back to me.
Oh, I forgot. Bonus action. Tell the elf to, defend.
Take the dodge action.
Yes.
All right, since it used its full motion to get away, it uses its full motion to get back. And it's actually going to try to swipe at you, I think, Win0. Well, no. The other thing, the thing did the worst damage. And it's stupid. So it's going to attack the elk again. Never mind what I said. This time it actually tries to reach forward and bite it. Aiming for its neck. It tries to bite the elk. Ooh.
Oh!
Is that a crit?
Good
It
thing
is a
that's
crit.
at disadvantage.
That's right. Yeah, disadvantage. Yay.
Hang on, that's not right. So it only does 9 points of damage because of the disadvantage. That rolled a crit. That was rolling at advantage, but it should have been at disadvantage. So the 20 hits. You only get the first thing, not the +7. So you get 9 points of damage to the elk, who though is bleeding now, still looks pretty hale. Still looks like it has about as much life in it as the elf that's joined the party.
It has more hit points than I do.
Well, yes. No, not anymore. But. All right. And that's its full movement. So, all right. That brings up Thea. You've seen now this flash of a fireball explosion in the distance. It would take you your full movement from where
But wait.
you are to get onto, even to be able to see what's going on.
But wait, I am I have my axe beak right there.
You do.
So, as a free action, I will say to Kaz, that's the signal. Let's get the sled. I'll grab the axe beaks. So I will, it's my bonus action to get on a mount? What is it? Is it a full action?
It's usually half your movement.
Yeah, it's half your movement. It's not even, you would,
My what? You completely cut out for me. I'm sorry.
that's because I stopped speaking. I'm trying to remember if it's, hang on, there is a rule. Let me look it up.
I'm not on this. I mean, I was standing next to the sled, tending to the girl. I'm not on the sled. I don't get it.
Once during your move, you can mount a creature that is within 5 feet of you or dismount. Doing so costs an amount of movement equal to half of your speed. So I would say that, yeah, the way that you had everything kind of right there and whatnot, that you'd be able to do that.
Okay. So I have given Kaz his directive. The girl is still on the sled. Your ice pack. And tell him, come on, that's the signal. Jump on my axe beak and head towards where I saw the signal at full speed of the axe beak. So double movement of the axe beak, which minus my half movement. I don't know, math.
Well, I don't think the axe beak's movement counts as your.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but you need to use your action to control the mount. That's all. So, yeah.
So I would like to dash with the axe beak.
Okay.
Using the action.
Whatever. And I've also got the other one that I've got like on a rein next to me. Filbert's. I'm not going to leave Filbert's axe beak out in the snow.
Thanks.
So if that's all of my actions to do that, fine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, hang on. I'm just thinking how to do this.
Yeah. I mean, I was mentally prepared as my character waiting for that
Oh, yeah.
signal
No,
if
no,
I
no,
saw
no.
it.
I'm just trying to, actually, I was just trying to remember how, so when you're mounted, you can let the axe beak run independent and use your action to like attack or cast a spell from its back. It's just then we have to determine what the axe beak what will do, because it can do either continue on, it could just stop, it could run away from a situation. So it's really only for your next turn, but you're able to dash with it, pulling along the other axe beak. And you are into the theater of combat.
Yeah, so like I said, I want to control the axe beak. So, I mean, you were cutting out really bad, but I would like to control the axe beak and drag along the other one.
Yep,
And
you
I will
should be
use
able
all
to
my
see.
action
You should
to get there.
Why can't you see? Very good.
Maybe you don't have that. I have light cast. I don't know. I mean, I see myself, but
Yeah, but you're not
It's black.
seeing anything on the screen. There you go.
there you go. All right.
Yeah, but you should be able to see more than that because of the dim light going on. So I am going to say, how do I do dim light for you? Oh, I know how I can do it. I know how I can do it. Hang on.
Frankenstein plane. Oh, that's very bright light.
Well, you can see there's like you see that line still, right?
Yeah.
So that is what you see clearly now.
Right.
Bright light.
Perfect.
Everything beyond that is dim. So you would be like
Got it.
attacks beyond that are at disadvantage and or whatnot, you know, because it's dim light.
Yeah.
But
no
you
problem.
can see beyond that. Cool.
Got it. Yep.
Cool. All right. Cool. That was
You ready, Kaz?
Yep. Now it's Kaz. Now it's you. What are you doing?
I think you put him in the list because it's on like,
No, he's now.
Yeah.
but it's the nat 20 person.
Yeah. Well, it's,
No, it's just it's on mine. I as soon as he gets on the screen, and he'll pop right in. You'll see him.
okay. So I am going to, fucking the dog's sled as fast as I can towards the flashy.
Okay. Which has the same speed as the whatchamacallits? The axe beaks. So that would get you up to here. Eventually I gotta have to make tokens and stuff for that SLAAD and figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Use that one.
And yeah, I think that's about all I could do. Like, would I be able to move any further closer, hopping off, or?
No, use your free action. You know, it was half your movement to get on. You know, if it's half your movement to dismount.
Okay.
So that would be all of your movement.
Okay.
Fair.
But we'll say that you do dismount this turn so that you're able to move freely the next turn.
Yeah.
All right? And the sled kind of just goes off. The dog's kind of just running off and kind of take it out of the way. Just wave our hands at that. We're going to wave our hands at that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smart. That's why you get the smart dogs.
Yeah.
Ugh. I went all the way around. Hang on. All right, Brendan.
All right. So I noticed the fire's not doing great against it, but I don't have many spells that do damage that aren't fire damage. Okay. Looking over what I can do.
So that area now is starting to turn frosty, and the melted snow is starting to harden.
So I noticed that the fire doesn't do as much damage, but it does harm it somewhat, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I did glean that. Okay.
Yes.
So most damage I can do is with a firebolt. So I'm gonna launch a firebolt at it.
Okay.
So let's do that. Coming in hot. .24 to hit,
Oh yeah.
and it does 10 total points of fire damage.
Okay. You see it sear into him, or it, I should say. You know, it kind of knocks it sideways a little bit, and what you can see, it did about as much damage as you would have expected it to.
Interesting. Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna dodge as my secondary action due to haste.
Okay.
And, I'm like where I'm at. I'm good. if it comes to attack me, so be it.
Okay. Cool. All right, Phil.
Excuse me. This turn, I want to try to go into a little bit of stealthiness. And essentially, I want to skirt around the boxes and get into the building, but fire off a shot as I'm doing so.
All right, so you can use your bonus action to hide.
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Actually, I'm going to go the other way. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, I can't. I'm not going to be able to reach. All right, so stealth.
Yep.
Not at advantage. 17.
Okay.
And right before I up into the wall, I will fire a shot.
Added with advantage.
Okay. Uh, 23
Yeah, that hits.
and 23 damage.
Your bolt. Well, what does it do? How does it put this creature down?
Well, you said it wasn't really like piercing; it was more like
Yeah, it
straight
does
up
force
force.
damage.
yeah. I think I'll probably. It's a sneak attack, so go for like a headshot, so you kind of just see the head and the neck snap backwards, and it doesn't naturally come back, and the body just falls down backwards onto the ice, and then it slides a couple of feet because it's all slippery now.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And then I'll call out, "There's more coming."
Oh, shit. That's right. Okay, let me collect a sample. Maybe we should get out of here.
We didn't search the building yet.
Oh, I forgot about the building.
So, over the body of the dead thing.
Well, before you can react, in the initiative order, you
Oh,
hear
shit.
the lumbering and the kind of the bellowing as the death cries of the one almost seem to call forth this other as it comes down this kind of pathway that you've been following from the other direction. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34. And it comes running at full speed, seeing you and its fellow brethren dead in a mad frenzy, just running as fast as it can over the snow and ice, using its front claws actually to gain purchase as a muscle or just giant thing comes lumbering at you. Now it's your turn, Windsor.
Oh shit. I'm gonna look at the dead body and be like, dude, I'm so sorry that, I did a shit ton of damage to you, but you hurt my good friend Elkie here, and I couldn't let that lie. So for my bonus action, I'm gonna tell Elkie to go charge at the other one.
Okay.
So when it charges, it has to at least be 20 feet, and it does a ram attack on the same turn.
All right. It has to go through Does it have fleet, surefoot trait?
I have no idea.
Here, but I will look. I'm pretty sure it does. Where's the giant elk? Clearly, I have it open somewhere. Where? Hang on, I gotta look for the. I clearly opened it and then. Oh no, I didn't.
Skills, consumption, charge, moves. Environment. It doesn't say anything about that, and 5e tools.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why I can't find its character sheet though. Really strange. It's gotta be somewhere on it. Regardless.
You have it on your party.
So, responding to your command, it charges and it can go. What's its movement? 40 feet, right?
60.
Oh shit! I just forget that. All right.
It goes around the slippery part.
Yeah, it goes around the slippery part and comes at it from over here. So go ahead and roll its badassery.
Oh shit, no it doesn't. It's sad.
Oh, that is sad. No, if a 10 does not hit.
Sad. So then for my action, I'm going to Dissonant Whispers this one.
Oh, there's the giant elk. Found it.
This one only at first level though.
Nice.
All right, it has to roll a wisdom save. Fails with a 3. Oh wait. He has.
I think they have advantage, right?
They do. So fails with a 9.
Yay! So it takes 13 damage and runs away.
Yep. So you both get opportunity attacks because that ram thing is its action, so it still gets its. Misses again.
Oh.
And then
You with your rapier. That hits.
can we do reverse?
All right, for 8 points though. It's something. When Zero drew first blood, not me. When Zero drew first blood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
And then it's gonna move back over here.
Okay.
It's okay, you'll get him next time.
Mick,
Yeah.
one thing is, you have me set at like 60-foot dark vision. I should be 120. Aha, there we go.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm erasing and redoing your token so that it. I keep having to redo that all the time because I keep forgetting to do it. I just did. All right. As you are engaged with this red monstrosity, making its way out of the backside of the building, another approaches,
Christ.
but cautiously and lumbering. He comes forward and smashes into this doorway right here. With wow, that's pretty shitty. Can't break his way through. And that's all it does. Wow, what a great entrance.
Some monster.
Now I know it's there. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah. So from your perspective, Filbert, hiding in the inside house, suddenly that whole wall that you're leaning against shudders with a tremendous thud. And a bunch of snow comes tumbling down through the holes in the ceiling to kind of wet your head, but nothing actually makes it through the door. That kind of cracks and splinters, but doesn't break and give free. That's just fucking crazy. That's why you roll the dice.
It was a cool idea, Mickey.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Alrighty. So it's to you, Thea.
Okay. The dismount, right?
Could have dismounted last. Say you did.
True. So that's okay. I'm gonna dismount. So I have half my movement, right?
Correct.
$15. Still can't very clearly see what's going on. So I can see, but it's low light, right?
Correct.
So
I mean, there's a bit of a tree in the way from there, but
I
would say that I would give it to you. It's
just
a pretty big creature. So yeah.
It's just line of sight and it's not an attack roll. So
Oh, the dead.
Pills. That's a wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
On the red.
Yeah, this guy over here. This guy's way too far away.
17.
Yeah, okay.
19 on the die.
Bells of hell ring, and he shrugged it off. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Kaz.
I am going to move to here. and shoot this guy with my crossbow. $15 hit.
On the red, yes.
Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Ow. For 3 points of damage.
All right. So your bolt sticks in, and it just kind of cocks its head a little bit towards this, looks down on it, looks back up at you. It's like one where a ridge on its above its eye just kind of cocks. All right. All right, Bryn.
All right, so I'm gonna move to what's my left, but stage screen right, and I'm gonna just move to a place where I can get an angle. Do I hear and notice the thing try to burst through the door, or does it not bursted through the door yet?
It was was unable to come through that wall.
So it's not unhinged; it's hinged right now. It's currently
Correct.
hinged. Okay, got it.
So you don't have a good you don't have a line of sight on it, but you could clearly hear something massive slam against the side of that structure.
Okay. So I don't have anything I can do yet. I'm gonna move away from what sounds ominous and looming, coming from something ominous coming from that door. And then the distance to this guy, this lummox, is 85 feet, which is well within my range for firebolt.
Correct.
So I'm gonna fire off a shot at him.
Okay.
Let's do that. And I don't feel in immediate danger. So if possible, they're both cantrips. I'm gonna fire 2 shots at him.
Can you take 2 cantrips?
With his hasted action, you can.
Yeah. I was just wondering if you could do 2 cantrips in one turn, or it had to be a spell and a cantrip.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. If that's a thing, I'll
I'm going to double check.
Yeah, it's a spell, a leveled spell, or a cantrip, and a cantrip.
Okay.
One of them has to be a bonus action.
Got
But
it.
with your haste, you'd have to double check the verbiage on haste.
No, you cannot cast 2 cantrips during one action.
Okay.
But since you have haste,
Mm-hmm. It's multiple actions.
you get it says that it says that you get a second action, right?
Right.
Yeah, so then you should be able to.
Right. So the first one I'm gonna shoot, flies through the air, and with 21, I'm gonna assume it hits.
It sure does.
Yes, it's gonna take 12 points then of fire damage. Sniper. And I'm gonna watch it kind of fly through the air,
Mm-hmm.
hit, and then kind of chuckle and be like, "It's rather fun." I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna try again. Shoot it again. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
This one is 20 to hit.
It does, and another 12 points of damage.
It does another 12 points of damage. So with 2 firebolts did more than my fireball.
Irony.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Okay, Phil.
Phil.
Bert.
Kraken.
All right, so banging on the door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. specifically do not see anything. I'll swing around another bonus action dash 5, 10, 15. And now I see this thing down here. That's what was banging against the wall. I will take a shot at that thing.
Okay.
Uh, 28.
Shit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Plenty good. Plenty. Damn, dude.
Cool.
Is that 31?
Did he crit?
That is 31.
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
he crit, yeah. Holy shit.
Geometry.
Apparently, cast a spell
Uh,
is not an attack.
Yeah,
It's a different type of action, but that's all right. It worked for that one.
it was a cantrip.
Yeah, but moving forward, you can't. Even if it's a cantrip, you can't do it. You can't cast two spells unless
My
it's one's
attack
a
was only
bonus
17
action.
damage. No sneak attack on that.
Oh, okay,
I don't have an ally next to him, and it was an advantage.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So that was another 5, 10, 15. 20, 25. And that's my turn.
cool.
Oh, there's another one over there. Yeah, my focus was on here, so I wouldn't have seen that. So I would have moved closer to that one. It's all good.
What would he do? So, with a kind of this slobbering, gibbering kind of noise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of cut off. And escape. All right. It's to you, Winzira.
Oh, fun times. Oh, friends all around, I see. Let's try a phantasmal force on the red guy.
All right. What's he see?
He sees his dead mate friend just beating him in the head repeatedly.
Okay. DC 15?
Intelligence.
That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
smart, I don't know.
I'll reroll. All right, so 13. So he fails.
So he takes 1 point of psychic damage and thinks he's being attacked by his friend.
Okay. What am I looking at there, B?
I don't know. I just clicked spell to read more about it. I clicked show spell description, and that's what happened. Sorry.
Which one were you trying to read? Because I must have
I
set it
was
up
just
wrong.
going to read Phantasmal Force. That's what happened when I clicked show spell description on Phantasmal Force.
Yeah, it doesn't work if somebody else is clicking on the spell description, I think.
Got it. Okay.
Weird.
There you go.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I knew it was super long, so I was trying to like click it just for myself to not have everyone read it. So.
That's cool.
And then for my bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
the elf is gonna move away.
I mean, he could do it.
Optimal path of movement.
30. Oh, he could.
Triangle of Doom.
Triangle of Doom.
So, I mean, he could do it.
He could. He. He's gonna do it.
All right. So your boy runs over here and then while you hold on for dear life.
Ah!
16 hits.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes an extra 2d6 damage, so 4d6. Plus 4, so 19 total.
Nice.
All right. 19. Yeah, he slams into him, and you can feel the impact jar you. Spittle and ichor kind of cough out black ooze. Now, kind of as the force of it hits him in the chest, you see kind of this kind of ichory like substance kind of coming out of the sides of its mouth. Clearly, hurt from the impact.
I'm so sorry, I have no control over him. You also need to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
I thought there was something about that. It gets knocked prone, right?
Yeah.
Bowling pin.
Yeah.
16.
He's fine. I'm still sorry, I have no control, You know how it is.
Filbert, just so you know, where you're standing you're now on ice, like it's slicked over. So you actually it's considered difficult terrain. Unless
No
you've
problem.
unless you've got some kind of magical boots that don't, get affected by that.
I don't think the Winterland boots.
I wasn't sure if they did, if they gave you, if that was one of the things, but just so you know.
I'll look it up as we're continuing.
Yeah. All right. So, SLAAD.
Die.
You ignore difficult terrain created by
Yeah.
No.
I thought that was the case, so I thought that's kind of why you did it.
Wasn't that his gift from Santa Claus?
It was.
No, we did a quest for somebody and she gave them to us. When we rescued the kids from the mammoth or whatever was in that cave.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
So the blue comes lumbering out, and now you all finally get a very good look at it. You see massive muscles on the creature, and protruding out of its hands are these bony protrusions. The size of long daggers, as it walks forward on all four, comes lumbering around the corner to the only one within range, which happens to be Brendan. Now, you've taken the dodge action, yeah?
No, not on the last turn. I said I would fire both.
Oh, that's right. You fired both of your things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it goes, and at first it leans in and tries to bite you.
Sure.
For 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Okay, hold on. Let me just read something really quick.
Because you have mage armor up now.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
Yep.
So with your reaction, you kind of swing your hand, and this kind of arcane kind of pattern forms, and the teeth kind of crash into it. Throwing back rage, he swings the one of his bony, protruded claws at your head. 27 hit.
Yeah, that's
You
so
like
the
that?
math. The math there is 16. 16 is the AC. Haste makes it 18, and shield makes it 23. So 27
Yeah.
hits.
So you take 13 slashing, and then I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
Make the save, dude.
That doesn't look pleasant.
Yeah, you don't want a chest burster.
All right.
I don't think the blue.
It's not. It's actually pretty much as bad.
13.
All right. So you have been infected.
Okay.
So
Of course, I didn't fucking.
Got like
So that's nothing immediate, but just so you know. And then it has another third attack, and it misses wildly with its other claw as it tries to hit you.
Okay.
So all in, you took 13 points of damage from all three attacks.
Oh, where does it on my body bite me?
It didn't bite you.
Oh, where does it?
It scratched you
scratch.
from the shoulder down across your chest
Okay.
with a kind of a downward swipe of those bony protrusions.
Okay.
Well, the
Yep.
good news is you'll turn into a green one.
All right. There.
All right. Bzz. Okay. Fuck. I don't know why you're encircled in yellow. Okay. All right. Well, I got some dude right on top of me.
And the blue is clearly lit up in full light for you because of your spell. So
Yep.
there would be no disadvantage on either.
Well, then I am going to do Scorching Ray so I can hit multiple targets.
Try to hit him, you'd be at disadvantage. 10-5.
True. Okay, well, I mean, I can. Was he attacking me? He hasn't hit me.
Doesn't matter. He's within 5 feet. An enemy within 5 feet causes disadvantage on a ranged attack.
Oh.
You're distracted by the proximity of a large, giant, slobbering demon.
No, John was trying to say that he would get an attack of opportunity.
If she tried to move away.
Possibly.
But he hasn't attacked me yet.
Yeah, but we've already established that we're doing it by the raw, like I don't know, maybe a month ago or something like that.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you would get an attack of opportunity, because, you know.
Fine. He's right next to all my dudes, man. That's. I don't know.
Don't you have inflict wounds? Not to tell you what to do or anything.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't have
Yeah, look into preparing that. It's a pretty beastly spell for first level.
Okay, but for like role playing purposes, like I don't generally prepare that.
That makes
But-
sense.
Yeah, she considers that a necrotic spell,
It is correct. So.
and it's not cool with her. So,
It's cool.
yes, but that is from her father, which is another role playing aspect.
Oh.
So, you want to get into it? All right, I'm gonna cast the Spirit Guardians.
Which, if I was playing your character as your character for you, if you weren't here, that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
It's another good one.
It sure hell is, man. All right, so you have 15 feet now circling you. What do your spirit guardians look like?
They look like wheel angels with like light rays coming out of them. Like biblical angel shit, you know, where it's like weird faces like with gears and like wheels and crap.
All
But
right.
like light, like really uncomfortable brightness.
Yep. All right, so they are now floating in that lit up circle.
Do not fear! No.
So you can tell them who not to affect. So I'm assuming that you're gonna make all of your friends and your animals, companions, not affected. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. An affected creature speed is halved in the area.
Yeah, well, it doesn't affect them until the beginning of their first turn that they start in there. So
My first time casting it, so they need to make at the first time on their turn they got to make a wisdom
Yep.
saving throw 15. Yeah. So that's what I cast, and well, I can't fucking move because I might get a fucking attack of opportunity.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. So, saying that's what you have left.
Yeah. No. So I guess stand defensively.
okay. Alrighty. Kaz.
I'm going to move to right here. Bonus action become very, very large, Kaz. And I would be flanking with
You
Brendan,
are, so
right?
you get +2.
Yep. So I will wacky.
There you go.
Let's see.
Take one away for your time. Boo.
Boo.
That one misses, but the second one hits.
All right. So. And my axe engulfs in flames as it connects. So that nice. And then giant smite is a d6 +4, and then for the fire rune, I believe is another d6. Double check.
2d6.
Oh no, 2d6.
And they have to be
Yeah,
very
it's the-
restrained.
Well, they get Yeah. DC 15 check for that. So another 2d6. So that's what, 16? So again, I think 20. Woo!
Max damage.
So 32 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
12 of that fire. And a DC 15 strength save, I think it is, to be restrained. Let me double check just to be sure. Strength save. Yeah. Ah!
This thing is made of almost pure muscle as it the ruins light up on your axe, and as it bites into it, almost like barbed wire made looking flame slithers around it, leaping from spot to spot and engulfing it, and starts to constrict. But the SLAAD shrugs and cracks, and the fiery chain snaps and kind of twinkles out, leaving scorch marks, however, on the flesh in the blue. And it lets out a kind of a grinning chuckle.
So did 32 points of damage, though. Oh, hold on. I'm not done yet. Wait, no, yeah, I am. I
Yeah,
can't.
you are.
I
Bonus
I
action to
I
enlarge.
use the
Yeah,
enlarge.
I was gonna say,
I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. All right, Brendan.
Finally had some rolls going my way, though.
All right.
Double max damage. Fire.
So I'll cast mirror image on myself.
Damn it.
Okay.
And 4. Honestly.
Which
Pushing.
yeah, so I have those targets up, and I'm going to I'm gonna bamf all the way over here. My bonus action.
Okay.
And I'll use that with my face step that I get for free every day. And then I'm gonna shoot him with my other hasted action with the firebolt. So let's shoot him in the face. $11 to hit.
Misses.
Unfortunate. Firebolt sails off.
Kind of, yeah. Iron wide.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. So you now have shifting mirror images kind of overlapping you as you materialize on the backside of the elk. All right, Philbert. You just saw the elf kind of wink out of existence
Yay.
and then reappear.
Just kidding.
And then he reappeared.
Oh. Right. Where is my priority? Thea and Winzira. So I will take a shot at the red one. That fella.
Sir, yeah. You're not a
That sucks. 12.
At the red one?
Yeah.
That misses.
Okay. Alright, so that was my action. I will move 25. And bonus action. No. Well, bonus action dash and get myself over here. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Alright. So, he starts his turn and has to make a DC 14? No, wait, that's Phantasmal Force. What's the DC on that?
15.
Thank you.
And
And
With
this
the-
is his action if he wants to investigate.
Wait, what?
Oh no, I've got a couple of things going on. He's got all kinds of things fucking with him right now.
I forgot.
So does he have to take? So he has to use his action to investigate the guy. Otherwise, he just takes a point of damage, or do you have to roll it every time?
Who are you talking to?
It
I'm
would
talking to
be-
Inzira.
Rebecca.
It would be every time I'd roll it.
So you roll. Go ahead and roll it. He's not going to investigate it. He's ignoring the phantasmal red. He's letting it. He's going to let it attack him.
Was it a D6?
Okay. So he takes another 4 points of. So Winzira, as you're seeing it, you see sort of his wounds that he's taken start to close up a little bit, and then he kind of reacts to something that nobody can see, and another gash seems to just open up in his flesh without anything causing it. At the same time, suddenly these mechanical little angels of light start flickering all around him and start to zoom in and conglomerate all about him as the only thing that's negative in the area. And for that, he has to make another saving throw, which
15
is
wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw. And the 10 fails. So he takes...
3d8 radiant.
Yes, if you'd like to roll that, you can.
Yes, please. 11. Not bad. Pretty average.
Yep.
Max.
As these
Yeah.
little things start to slice into him, you suddenly see these multitude of slices opening up in his skin, and black ichor now seems to be flowing down,
And they're-
covering up the black.
And they're literally like boomingly loud, going, "Do not fear."
Bellowing in rage and perceiving the cleric in front of him glowing with this holy light, it slashes forward at you. Not advantage, so 15 to hit. Misses you.
Yep.
You take his claw on the edge of your shield and you bash it away, preventing him from scoring a hit upon you. And that is it for his turn, man. Freaking pincushion SLAAD getting handled. All right, Winzira, you've seen a lot of things just happened to this thing. And now you get to do more to it.
You know, I'm so sorry we're like killing you now. I mean, you're just a dumb beast or whatever. But, you know, I like living. So I'm gonna cast another level 1 Dissonant Whispers at it.
Okay. A -1. No, it's 0. He has advantage, so he got the 0. Which, ironically, though, will take him out of thing, but 3 of you get opportunity attacks on him.
Yep.
And you move that half speed.
Yep.
I attack.
Misses.
Wait. Can I use my action?
Yeah.
Attack again. No. I am not inspired.
The ram hits for 8.
That's 12. Yeah, add +4.
All right.
And
That hits.
Away from her. I'm gonna go.
So Winzira once again instructs her ram, or her giant elk to slam into this creature, the SLAAD. It lowers its head and rams its horns into it. Using that momentum, Winzira slides down its neck onto its head of the elk and stabs downwards with her rapier. How do you want to do it, Winzira?
Nice.
just a little flying leap on top of his head with like rapier pointing down. Be like, I'm so sorry.
All right. You vanquished. Bellowing in rage at the effrontedness of this small creature that's now as he turns to look at, is suddenly its own size, same size now. It looks you up and down and decides that it's going to give you its full attention. It first tries to bite you.
That hit.
Which does hit. So you take 13 piercing as its teeth sink into your shoulder, and you feel the crunching pain of its teeth penetrating you. It's got 2 claw attacks, the first of which misses as it swipes low, and you're able to step back and avoid those giant bony claws extruding from its arm. But it does attack with the second, and that you're able to deflect with the shaft of your axe and push back and prevent it from actually making contact with you. And he moves around, kind of warily moves aside to kind of block and cut you off from the rest of your party.
And is he done then?
He is.
Okay, well, at the end of his turn, my other rune flashes, and he has to make a DC 15 wisdom save. Or be charmed.
Okay.
For 1 minute. And he gets to redo that every round.
Okay, so he's charmed. In what way? How do you want him to be charmed?
I don't know.
Doesn't even matter if he gets attacked.
Yeah, it doesn't. While charmed this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. So he
Okay.
just
Okay, that's the way he is. So he is just kind of zoned out, asleep on his feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and attacking him doesn't knock him out of it.
Nope. But he gets to make the save every round.
Okay. All right. All right, that would bring up Brendan then.
Right.
Did I have to make a Constitution save for that bite or no? Or is it
Nope.
just the claws?
Nope.
Just the claws? Okay.
Yep.
Sneaky rogue man, is that right after me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold my I'm gonna hold my dual fire bolts. I don't know if I can hold both of them. I may only be able to hold one of them with haste. But I'm gonna
Just one, because you're using your reaction for one, so.
yeah. So then what I'll do then is I'll
Give us. Wait, you skipped us, Nick.
oh did you?
Yeah, you skipped me.
Oh, sorry, guys. I surely did. Sorry, it's not you, Brendan. It's Thea first. I
No
got
problem.
confused because your reaction there.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute.
All right, so that guy's dead. So I'm gonna move just a little bit closer to that guy. So now he's in range for my spirit guardians. And then I am going to cast Scorching Ray.
You gotta do fall through.
I know. Just give me a second. So that missed.
That's a crit.
That's a crit. That hit.
22.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Alright, so all the damage on that one. And
20 points of damage.
20.
Okay. While you see the scorching rays slam into it, you see kind of some of the effect of it seems to dissipate off of it as it strikes. It does damage, but some of it clearly almost gets kind of flows around the hide of this creature.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can do there, I guess. Yep. I will loudly proclaim that your curse shall end this day.
Okay, cool. All right, Kaz.
For some wacky whacks.
What you do in the bedroom
Wiggity,
is
wiggity,
your
whack.
own business.
You get advantage on those since he's incapacitated,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
which is good because you would have needed it. Those both. No, that last one, the second one hits. Excuse me.
Okay. 15 hits. So that's the first attack. So 10 points on that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, plus a d6. Giant's Might.
So
13.
I would also activate my held action.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And then second attack at advantage.
D2 attack?
No, I rolled twice because he said it's at advantage.
Oh.
So second attack,
It's a hit.
hit
No, it didn't.
6 damage. And then action surge. Attack again.
Yep, 22
So-
hits. Clearly.
20
So roll the damage.
Another 15 points of damage. And
That's it.
then another.
You got movement if you want it.
Huh?
You got movement if you want it.
Well, I should have one more attack. Because I did two. Because you said it was an advantage, so I rolled the first attack. I rolled 2 separate dice for the first
Yep,
attack.
yep. If action surge gives you both attacks, that's actually, you're right.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It does.
Mhm.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So you have
let's
to
see.
get,
Nice.
and that hits too.
So 11. So I've got 10, 13.
It's all right, dude.
19.
I've been taking them off as I go, so don't worry about it.
Oh.
You don't have to total it.
Okay. Well, count for myself then. 13, 19, 20, 30. So that's 45 points of damage total.
Okay.
Roar! I am Madman!
All right, Brendan, that's your held action.
Yeah.
Remind me what it was. It's been a while.
It was just to shoot a firebolt at him.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll it.
Sure.
At advantage again. That hits anyway. Don't worry about it. Unless you want to roll for a crit.
I'll just see if I crit. No.
So 12 points, and again, it kind of splashes around him a little bit. And you notice that, especially you would notice that it doesn't. He seems to be a little resistant.
Okay.
World great attack.
Okay. And that brings up your turn as well, though, Brendan.
Yeah, so here's the thing. When it was my turn earlier, I held the action for me to shoot it, so I'm just gonna forego my turn and say that I was waiting for him to move, basically. Essentially, on my turn, I was holding an action to shoot the bolt at him, so that's basically what I would have done on my turn. I would have shot up at the bolt anyway, so. It was just, we got the order mixed up, it's fine.
You're still hasted, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's shoot him some more, huh?
Yeah.
Pew pew. Give him one more. 21.
Oh, that hits.
13 points of fire damage.
And you notice the same type of effect.
You got it. And that's my double hasted action. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, cool. All right, Phil. Bert.
Thank you. Bonus action, steady aim. And I'll take a shot at the blue guy. $28
Yeah, that hits.
for 20 for 29 damage.
Oh, you stagger him.
Oh.
That's what I'm here for.
You moved into
His
range
thing.
of him. He hasn't ended a turn.
Yeah. Well, when he is, his speed is half.
Well, his heat will be half. Tries because he has to make a save.
Alrighty. Winzira.
I'm just gonna let the elk have some fun again. He's gonna back up 5 feet
Triangle 2.
and then charge.
Sure. Why not? I mean, if we
It's
could
like
do it
when
with a scorching, with a flaming sphere, why not? With an elk.
Yeah, it's like when a wrestler, running and clotheslining someone isn't enough. They have to get the momentum off the ropes and then hit them with the clothesline, and it's way more effective.
Absolutely.
We're all my animals are there. That's why I didn't flaming spear anybody.
Well,
So,
this is at advantage, right?
yeah, because he's incapacitated.
Nice. The same exact thing.
+2 for flanking. Does 13 hit?
13 does not hit. No, unfortunately. Your pincer maneuver comes up a little short, and it's not able to make contact. Maybe concerned about the proximity of your fellows, or perhaps distracted by the flittering of these mechanical-looking little golden angels flying all about it in the area.
It's trying to eat one. Just casually walk up. And for my action, I will. I guess I'll just stab it.
Okay. With advantage.
When I
That hits.
Oh yeah.
it cost a lot of you.
So Winzira, how do you want to do this? The Winzira, the SLAAD Slayer. Because I think you killed all three.
Lar.
No, Bilber got the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I broke his neck back.
That's right. That's right.
I had so much fun jumping on the other one. I'm gonna do it again. Be like, I'm so sorry. You probably don't know I'm here, but
Mick, stop trying to kill Kaz.
Oh, I didn't do that today.
Now it's personal.
So as Winzira stabs downwards through its head, you see a gout of this black ichor, this blood, this almost inky blue coming from this one, splatters the snow in front of it, and it just kind of falls with a loud crash into the snow, and it begins to well all out as it almost seems to deflate, and this ichory black blue ink like substance kind of flows out from into it, staining into the snow, almost kind of wisps of steam coming up as it solidifies in with the melted snow.
can I eat this?
No. You want to like
Okay.
bro?
I kind of collapse in a little crumple, like in the snow.
It's the ranger.
What was his name? What was his
What
name?
was the druid's name?
Albion.
Albion.
No, but also.
No, Albion was the one that had the slot.
Oh, that's right. Roanoke got killed by a Yeti.
Yes.
And I'll call out for the Lysander woman.
Lysander.
Him too. Yeah, like I need. Do you know how to cure disease?
Not today.
Not today.
All right.
But if you
We'll have to bleed it out of you.
In my
Hopefully
best
live tomorrow.
guesstimates, I don't have very long. I would imagine 24 hours from the time of infection to try and cure it of disease before it could get even worse. That's as far as my research goes. I don't know anything about the time intervals or anything, but I would imagine we would have less than about 24 hours to treat this properly before I start coming down with symptoms.
Well,
So you gotta bleed it out.
Mm-mm.
You sure?
so can I do a medicine check with my knowledge of SLAAD, which I have? I'm pretty sure, like, when that stuff happened the first time, I got, like, an excellent knowledge of.
Regardless, I would assist her because I have SLAAD knowledge too. At least I would assist her so that she would potentially have advantage because it would be a wound done onto me and I would be there to like talk her through what I would know.
Yeah.
We came across SLAAD with Roanoke,
Well,
and
you
then
did,
I think
but yeah, but I mean, you didn't.
Albion.
Yeah, you don't know anything about the disease. But yeah, go ahead and roll, and I'll give you with advantage. The DC's kind of high, though.
Okay.
Fine.
So would that be
Medicine.
medicine?
Yep.
For fuck's sake. You know what? I'm re-rolling that shit. Fuck that. Boost.
How do you get to re-roll it? You already used your inspiration.
Luck.
Oh, you have luck. I forgot you had luck. Fucking, I hate luck.
Didn't know she had luck.
I'm doing it again.
Probably.
You can't.
Yep.
You can't use multiple lucks on run roll. You can only get one luck.
Ew. I cannot believe this shit. I have plus fucking 7 in medicine.
Yeah,
Fuck roll 20. For God's sake.
it's all right.
Well, I got a 15.
What you got from that, from examining it and what you know about it, and when you guys combine your knowledge, you know that it's not a natural disease. That there is some kind of demonic element to it, and you definitely think that it is a fast acting, and that bad things would probably, as Brendan said, will start to happen within 24 hours.
I mean, I should have time to take a long rest in between then.
You should have time technically between my time of infection, you taking a long rest and changing what you need to change, and then trying it in the morning is probably our best course of action.
We can try lesser restoration
Mm-hmm.
or or remove her.
Yeah, I would try all of them, to be honest.
You
All of the things.
But to rest. Well, killer scenes. So I am now concerned about the young lady we have on our sled.
Should we kill her?
I don't want to kill her. Can we possibly restrain her?
I heard kill her.
Does she show signs of infection?
Oh yes.
Okay, then yeah, we should I don't know about dispatcher, but
I can't in good conscience dispatch her when I could possibly help her on the morrow. But if we could restrain her
yeah, okay.
so that she doesn't do damage to others, my conscience would sit better with that.
I mean, we could restrain her, but
If she is turned in the morning, well, there's nothing we can do to save her. But since we don't know, I couldn't possibly, in any good conscience, allow harm to come to her.
Yes, I agree for the most part. I would
Alright,
say
I'm bored.
Why don't you go explore the cabin, Winzira?
I'm already gone.
I would say yeah, you could do that. You could restrain her. I would just say that in my understanding, unless like I said, we have a very narrow time window. Unless there's treatment offered and done extensively within the first 24 hours of infection, I suppose, I believe anyone is too far gone after that time, even myself.
Well, we can pray about it.
Hmm.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
I go to this slot over here. 'Cause I forgot. Okay, I'm no longer angry. I just had to vent my frustrations. So I'm sorry I killed you or helped kill you. You know, it was either you or me. You popped out of a freaking snowbank and scared us. My first reaction is always to kill things that are scary. You know, that's how I live long. But I'm sorry that it was you. You're probably in a better place. Don't really care, but I'm sorry anyway.
Wait, nice kill shot on the blue guy.
I am going to go up to the fevered girl and in a couple last-ditch efforts to try to stave off this infection,
Mhm.
I'm going to pray to Lathander and bless her, which will give her a saving throw. Successes
Minute.
up to a
A
minute.
D4.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to cure a wound.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and roll that. Ah, God damn it. It's canceled. So she gets 8.
Well, that's happening. I'm gonna check out the
And then I'm going to take her off of the sled, away from my animals. Maybe into the cabin. And with the assistance of my party, try to find a way to humanely and securely restrain her.
Okay.
You got plenty of rope.
We have lots of rope.
So, firstly, you pray and you place Lathander's blessings upon her, and then you pray to your god to heal her and give her some of his healing energy, and the normal light that wells up in your hands as you lay them on her, that normally flares brightly and then sinks into your fellows and those who you go to heal. When you go to place your hands on her, however, the light wells, but instead it flows off of her almost like water would flow off of her. And instead of sinking into her, it doesn't take, and it actually flows away and dissipates before actually healing her. It's almost like something is stopping her from receiving any of those healing energies. As you go to carry her off, and Kaz starts to go looking, making a move towards the cabin. Phil, did you see my message, Filbert?
Oh, sorry, I did not. I will do that now. Bummer.
This is where it'd be so much easier just to lean over and whisper to you.
Yeah, just a heads up. I am gonna dip pretty soon for prepping for work tomorrow.
Okay. We'll wrap it up here.
Okay.
As you approach, then the cabin, Kaz, you kind of look around and you see Filbert's in there actually before you, and he's just kind of leaning with his back against the wall, arms crossed over his chest, kind of whistling.
Anything good?
Just camping supplies, which we might be able to make use of.
Yeah, you find 2 bedrolls that have been left out, and what was at one time a fire pit that had embers in it, but even over the last little bit, those have finally gone cold. There is a pot there with the remnants of a stew, but that has been there long enough now to have been frozen solid. You find a 3rd bedroll that is rolled up and not been laid out, as well as 3 backpacks, 1 small, 2 larger, with various equipment and extra clothing that you would expect from people making a journey.
I guess we can take one of the bedrolls for the dying chick.
One of the open ones.
Is there anything in the packs?
I didn't really go through them.
Looking through them real briefly, you don't find anything of great value. They're basic, travel clothes, some little bit of rope in one, pots, pans, general, what you would expect to have from people traveling across difficult, conditions like you would expect here in Icewind Dale. But nothing of any kind of value or
can we salvage some wood from the cabin?
Yeah, there's plenty of that with the broken pieces.
So if we can gather up some of that, we can possibly use it as kindling to start a fire if we're locked outside somewhere or something.
We have, but when Zero has the thing.
I have a thing.
You have a thing?
She has the dome.
Yeah.
The dead chick isn't sleeping in the dome.
No.
Dead
That's
chick.
the point. That's the point. Come on now.
We can give her 2 bedrolls.
Yeah. We're gonna sleep in when Zero's comfy Betty by.
I mean, it's still what, midday? Right?
Yep.
Oh, we can dump her off at the next city. Or whatever.
Yep. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
You might be able to find a cleric in the next city.
In good conscience, I can't allow her to be brought to another populated city. That would
Yeah.
be knowingly infecting them.
Right.
So you're gonna stay here with her?
I believe if her symptoms do not progress further where we need to take action, we need to ultimately make a decision about leaving her behind.
Dude, I already said kill the chick, end her suffering, and we'll do the same to you if it happens to you.
Precisely. I would ask nothing less.
Listen.
Do we
Wait,
have
Zira, pretty sure you gave me a whole lot of grief for attacking some really creepy looking dudes.
Yeah, I did. They didn't do shit to us. And Kaz went in and murdered the little ones.
Has she done anything? She is but a child.
Is infectious or whatever that means. That means she could kill other things just by
Make other
existing,
people like
right?
her. There you go.
Doesn't
Yeah.
have tentacles coming out of her face.
Not yet.
That's
So?
being prejudiced,
It's also
Yeah.
discriminated, or whatever against one's look.
also not some weird amalgamation of body parts animated
Yeah.
either.
I thought that was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. I want a friend like that.
Listen, we have to give this girl a chance to survive. I am willing to sit and wait with her. And if I have to sleep here alone in order to pray to my God the next day to try and cure her, and you all want to go on ahead, I suppose that's on you. But I cannot, in good conscience and faith of my Lord, leave this girl to die after her entire family has been killed and infected by the SLAAD. I can't do that, and I will not. What
All right,
kind?
What about Doomsday?
Well, if we're not trying to save every person, what are we doing?
Living?
Right. So listen, just very, very briefly and carefully, we don't need to have a dichotomous situation where we need to have one option or the other, and there's no middle ground.
I disagree.
you and
What are
her.
you talking about?
I don't know.
You and her can accompany us until we get to said well-inhabited and densely populated city, where if she hasn't shown any symptoms at that time, we can have another discussion, but she very likely will, and you can camp with her outside the city. You don't need to directly enter, right? So you can come along with us until we get there. It's not unreasonable.
But aren't you infected now as well? Should
Yes.
you be entering the?
I won't be. No, I won't be. As long as I still believe that I have something within me and tomorrow's experiment doesn't go according to plan, then most definitely I will not be going in. That's right. That's a good point.
I'm pretty sure that. How far away is the next town, Filbert? Like how long is it gonna be? How long of a journey is it gonna be?
Good question.
About as long as
An hour.
Your mom.
an hour.
So
What time of day was it?
midday.
Midday.
How far is the city after that one?
I don't know if we can make it there by night. Next one will be East Haven, and we gotta go.
Well, East
down
Haven
and
would be a
around the
little
rock.
out of your way. It depends how you wanted to go. If you went around to Goodmead or if you went to East Haven.
Well, if we went to Goodmead, wait, that's where our thing is, isn't it?
No, Lonelywood. The absolute opposite direction.
Sorry.
Well,
Dyslexia.
As we're just, I'm like, well, you guys discuss. I'm gonna wrap up these wounds I got here.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I
are
think
you hurt?
Don't
and
worry
as
about
you
it.
do so, you shrink.
Yeah, I would have shrank a long time ago. It's only lasts a minute, so. But just so that we're clear, I am not for killing a child. As I wrap up wounds.
Fine, why don't we just head to Goodmead and we'll camp outside and then we'll kill the girl tomorrow and then, whatever.
Yep, so sounds agreeable.
No!
All right, so recognizing that it's 10:38 and B's got to get off to go get ready for work tomorrow. How do you guys want to? What's the plan here?
We just have to Goodmead.
Well, I would like to take okay.
Do you guys want to do a short rest? Do you want to?
Yes, I would like to do a
Yeah.
short.
Short rest to heal up for sure, and then.
All right. So
make
what
our
we'll say
way.
is that you guys retreat back into the relative shelter of the ruined cottage, and begin to bind up some of your wounds, examine and tend to your gear, and you guys take a short rest. And from there, we will pick up next week.
Hooray.
2 weeks.
That's right,
2
in
weeks.
2 weeks. I did not anticipate that encounter to take up that much time, so
That's all right.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I did.
No, that was a lot of fun.